All right, I think we're up and running. Let's make sure though. I think so. Looks like we're up, right? I think so. All right. In the meantime, I'm gonna go to the Hero Wars page because not Hero Wars Mobile, but Hero Wars because I haven't quite grabbed the energy yet. I don't think for this event, so I'll do that real quick. I'm making sure everything's working. I think it is though. Let's see Facebook. Ah, there we go. Yep. All right. Hey, Wally. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Oh, Negro, how's my energy tonight? My energy tonight is doing well. Definitely a lot going on in Hero Wars and just in life right now. Things have been a little bit busy, but we're hanging in there. Everything's going well. So I'm just checking one other thing here. Of course, Facebook is deciding to be slow loading. But yeah, things have been going well. Obviously, I'm a little bit behind in posting the videos for this particular, what do you call it, contest, but that's okay. I'm thinking I'm going to try to have my first shot at shorts going. I've never done it before, but I think it'd be a good opportunity to test it out. So I'll probably do that, and those will probably be made right after this stream, actually, because I think I'll have a little bit of time. We're planning on watching Halloween later tonight, which should be a good one. I think it's a little bit of a thriller, right? A little bit of a thriller if you guys aren't familiar. But yeah, so that's what's been going on. Yeah, it's been good stuff. Good stuff. Hey, Gary. Hello to everyone else in the chat as well. Hey, OO Negro. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. We got a couple things we want to talk about for sure. One of them being, actually, let's see, Hero Wars Osh. So let's see if we open Hero Wars. So real quickly, I was going to make a video on this, but I decided that I could do it actually better in not a non-video form. So here we go. I'm just going to talk about it real quick right now. Obviously, this is talking about the new game mode Ascension, right? And so you have the baby Osh, right? So they need someone to be rescued, and that's going to end up being this baby Osh. And I guess the people who raised him are essentially Nebula, who's this character here on the left, who's playing the mother figure, and then you have Judge playing the father figure, essentially, and then you have these three other helpers. And the names are a little bit complicated. I think it's like Naos, Merida, and Ra Ozu or something like that. Anyway, long story short, I think that means that obviously in Ascension, Nebula is going to have to get stronger. I mean, we already see that she is because they already told us some of the skills that are coming. But I think this means Judge is going to get a slight rework too, and Judge is inevitably going to get stronger. So I'm definitely going to be looking into this. I think it's going to be something to keep an eye on. And I think Judge is set for a rework. He's been very unplayable for a while here, and I think this is a good opportunity for them to kind of revamp Judge. So keep an eye on Judge, guys. I think Judge may be in line for a potential rework. Nothing concrete on that yet, but I think it's very likely to happen. And obviously, these three guys are going to be enemies we're going to have to fight when we are looking at Ascension. So yes, will Asgard be late November? I believe so. Nice to have you here, Shang. Hi. Um, yeah. So I'm definitely thinking about. Yeah, I think it will be in November. I don't know if it'll be late November. I think it'll be mid-November. My guess is they'll do Halloween. They'll do an event in between Halloween and Asgard. So my guess is what's going to happen is this next week, right? So next week we're going to be having a. I wouldn't be surprised if they did a times 4 sale and just made it easy on us so we didn't have to worry about it. The next week will be Halloween. Then we have a week off, right? I don't know what that event will be. And then we'll come back to Asgard is my guess on the timeline based on how they've done these big events in the past. Usually they like to have a short break in between the major events. So like Halloween, then I think they'd have a short break, so maybe a 1 week event break, and then they'd come to Asgard. I think that's very, very likely. So that's my guess. My guess is mid-November. Let me look at the calendar here. Let's see. So November, my guess is it'll probably be the 11th or 18th, somewhere in there. So I guess it could be mid to late November. I don't think it'll be as late as the 25th, but I think we'll see what's happening here. But I do think that these guys will be enemies we're going to have to face. Will they be bosses? I don't know, but they'll be enemies for sure. Then I think these two, especially Nebula and Judge, are going to play a key factor in the future here very, very soon. I think that Judge has long been overdue for a rework. I think it's going to happen. And I think that also brings me into the tier list, because I know real quickly we wanted to touch on that video. I know some people had some stuff they wanted to talk about, so I'm more than happy to talk about it as well. Of course, we get a Hero Wars ad pop up mid video here. But anyway, let's skip that. I'll just leave it like this for a second here. But yeah, so I'm thinking with the shorts, right, I'm going to just basically do a quick intro, right, with my face. So then I have a whiteboard back here. I'll probably just put the contest rules on there, post it as a short. I've never done it before, but YouTube is telling me I should make a Hero Wars short. So we're just going to go ahead and go for it. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, we'll just test it out. We'll make one video for Facebook, one for web. I'll try to drop those later after this stream. I'm going to probably make them right after and post them. So that's kind of the thoughts there. Yep. Let's see. Just got done dropping a quick video. Now just adding some links. There you go. There you go. Well, then, yep. Should be good. Yeah, a lot of clues in the videos, a lot of ambiguity, a lot of room for interpretation. I do like that. Tucker and Dale versus Evil. All right, yeah, I'll definitely check that out for sure. It is Saturday night. Nice to have you here, Mr. Big. Thank you for joining the live stream. Always a pleasure. The Asgard video with Osh, the first Guardian we saw was Galahad. Gotcha. Yeah, no, I think there's a lot there. There's a lot there. I'm also definitely going to be probably making a video on the collective information that we have on Asgard. I don't want to do an individual video. I think it'd be too much information spread out. So I'm going to try to just focus on the heroes that are getting upgrades and talk about those for sure. The bigger the astral tribe is coming. I hear you. Asgard video with Osh, the first Guardian we saw. God, yep. Hey, Melissa. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the stream. Things have been going very well. Very busy. Currently, I'm in the process of getting my requirements done for sitting for the bar, right? And then also, making sure I pass classes, and I'm working a bunch right now, so I'm doing a lot of different stuff. One thing that I'm looking into is, we're doing some bankruptcy cases, so I'm looking for some of our clients. One of them wants to know about potential loans getting discharged, so we're looking into that. And other stuff, we're looking at tech and kind of whether it's patentable or not. I'm also kind of doing some, cost-benefit analysis on different things as well. Just a lot going on right now, as well as like advising on taxes and stuff like that for some companies. So, definitely some interesting stuff going on right now in the day-to-day, but we're hanging in there. Got a lot going on. Right now, I'm also studying some national security stuff, so it's interesting. But it's been a good week. It's been good. It's just been busy. I'm wondering if the buffs we get in Asgard, can we use it in the forms of the game? Yeah, I believe so. Yes. So Shang, yes, Asgard and Ascension will be the same thing. The only difference is Ascension is talking about the specific level up, right? So Ascension is okay. Hold on. Let me make sure my Hero Wars game is open, and I can show you exactly. Oh, I did want to look at that as well. Okay. So Asgard is the location, right, where we're going to be having the ability to upgrade our heroes. And that upgrade of the heroes is called Ascension. So hold on, let me open this and we'll talk about it. Let me just open the game. So similar to like how you have the Tournament of Elements, right? So the Tournament of Elements is a place, kind of, right? It's like the let's go up here. So you have Titan Valley. So Asgard is the name of the new location. So like you see how there's Heart of Power here? That would be the same as like Asgard. And then you see how there's this Gift of Elements? This subset would be Ascension instead of Gift of Elements or Asgard, right? So Asgard's the name of the location, is my understanding. Then when you click in, there'll be an Ascension, which is where you're kind of leveling up the particular, upgrading the part of the skill for that hero. So I hope that makes sense. I think that's what's going on there. So yeah, there you go. So Asgard is the place. Ascension is what you can do in the Asgard location. I hope that makes sense. I'm wondering if the buffs we get in Asgard can be used. Yeah, so it should be. So what should happen, in my understanding, is that these upgrades, like to Thea, for example, right? Thea gets an increase in healing abilities. My understanding is that those will carry over into the other parts of the game. So arena, campaign, based on what I've read. I need to relook at some of that and revisit it. But based on my brief reading of it, it does seem that it will carry over. And here, I'm going to be holding on this energy until Halloween, right, coming up. So just something to keep in mind there. We're going to collect these as well. Game message. So these are the new rewards. I will be making a video on them. Well, I'm going to be making a short, so I'm going to just collect them here. But I'll probably just have, what the rewards are and what the contest rules are on this board right behind me. It's clean, white, right? Probably make something on that with my phone, because with shorts, I believe you have to use your phone. But we'll figure that out when we get there. But anyway, so yes, we do have rewards for Facebook and web. Should I be sharing the national security information? Well, oh, Negro, because I didn't talk about the specifics of it, I don't believe I'll be getting in trouble at all. It should be fine. I didn't say anything that people wouldn't know generally, right? There's no secrets there. And honestly, it should be fine. I'm not in a high enough position where I'd know anything that, well, you do have to sign some non-disclosure agreements, stuff like that, like stuff you can't talk about. But nothing comes to mind that I need to really be worried about right now, as of what I've said, because we're good. But yes, it's very interesting. It's cool. I like it. A lot of different work. Also, this is water. I know I'm drinking I think this is it's a plastic like beer pitcher thing, I think originally, but it's water I'm drinking out of this. Anyway, sorry, that was an aside. We're just gonna attack this because I'm feeling a little risque. We will take a shot. We'll take out Helios here, put in Sebastian just for a little more support, and we'll take out Jorgen here, put in Helios, put in Jorgen here, oh no, we want Sebastian here, and we'll put Jorgen in at the end. And we'll just have some fun with it, see what happens. Maybe I should have put Helios in the last one. I saw Yasmin in there late. Oh well, it's fine. We lost, right? Oh no, we won. Okay, that's good. But yes, going back to here. Nice, yeah. So if you're in Social Security, disability, don't need to file taxes, nothing. Maybe all my debt is unsecured. There you go. Yeah, I mean, Mr. Big, if you're not making, if you're under that poverty line, you can definitely, you definitely are probably okay. Yeah, there you go. Hey, Tanya, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. And yeah, her comment just popped into the top there because she is a member. No, you're good. You're good. Always happy to have you here. Yeah, she's joined the membership. She's joined the membership. Let's see. For the first time this year, our Gold League team had to fight today, and we had people coming unglued. How do we get everyone to calm down and not impose the guild? Yeah, so I think the best way to dissolve that situation, Gary, is just kind of be open. So I think we got to kind of pin down what went wrong that week, right? So if you fell into fourth place, granted, I'm in silver on this particular account, but what happens is it's best to kind of figure out what went wrong. So I like to look when we have a week where we're kind of fighting a losing matchup. What I like to do is I like to see what went wrong. So I like to look at the scores. I like to see and count how many people actually fought in the war, right? and kind of break down what went wrong that week. So usually if you get a result that doesn't normally pop up, what happened? Did you guys miss attacks? Did you guys um, hit the wrong target? Did was there something that came up that just kind of made things unbalanced one day? Like maybe the attacker or the attack placer, right? So we're talking about the oh, now I'm blanking on the names. Not the guild master, the general. Let's say the general like couldn't come into game early enough that day, so they couldn't set attacks. That's going to happen, and so you just kind of have to let your team know, hey, look, guys, don't freak out. We're okay. Here's what's going on, or look, hey, we maybe, for example, right, another issue could be that other teams just spent a lot of money that week, right, or a new guild just brand new joined Gold League, right? Let's say they went from like server 100 to server 20, and now they're on your server and they're kicking butt because they spent a lot of money. Now, the thing there is to just say, hey guys, look, this is what happened. I think we can improve by doing X, Y, Z, or hey, we're gonna be okay. It just was a freak week. Don't panic. Everything's fine. We're still a very good team. Obviously, we're doing great in activity and Titanite, everything like that. But here's what we need to do better. And here are some things that we can improve on. Or, hey, this is a fluke. Don't worry about it. And just as long as you keep everyone calm and kind of let them know where we're at. Or, hey, guys, yeah, maybe we should be freaking out a little bit because maybe we got a little complacent. We were too comfortable in our third slot. Maybe we need to, make sure we're continuing to do our activities. We're continuing to do our Titanite to help our guild grow. And so just making sure that, you're holding each other accountable and, being honest with everyone and just kind of telling them where they're at. And I think people will appreciate that. And it helps kind of get people on the same page and just making sure everyone's still calm. So I would just say, make sure, you know, tell people, hey, look, we're a good guild, obviously, and everyone knows that because we've been in gold for a long time, or silver, whatever, right? Gold, right? You're in gold, and just tell them, hey, look, we've been in gold for a long time. Maybe we got a little complacent, maybe we didn't. We had one of our generals couldn't come for whatever reason on one day, messed up our points a little bit, but don't worry about it. It's going to happen, and we're going to bounce back next week. Something like that. I think that might help, Gary. I don't know the specifics of your situation, but hopefully that helps out. I have the links in my video if you want to see images of Asgard. Absolutely, go ahead. Ascension skills, yep. Yeah, I'll try to stay safe. Stay safe, Owen. Thank you for looking out, though. I appreciate it. Hey, Jimmy, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Really appreciate you coming in. That will be absolute to all other forms of the game. I thought you were talking about buffs for Asgard. Yeah, okay. Yep. But like 25th in line, I see some defeats fighting card teams where you have power advantage but still lose. Problem is they always seem to fight Kark with card team suggestions. Yeah. So Mr. Big, I guess, one way, and I know that, maybe you're not the strongest on your team, and that's okay. But I say, hey, I've seen we've been kind of losing to some card teams and, kind of just being like, hey, maybe this might be a good option. Maybe if we have people who have some Anvari teams or maybe even a Yasmin team, and there's no Helios on that opposing team, maybe we could consider trying to try some of those matchups and see how that goes. That could definitely help your team, Mr. Big, just generally, because obviously with Kark, right, I do have a video on Kark and how to counter him. So if you also want to show, just be like, hey, I saw we lost to some Kark teams. This video might be helpful as well. That could go over well. But I think just kind of knowing how to counter heroes is kind of a big deal. I do kind of have a couple of these based on some very specific heroes because I've been asked to do so. But let me skip this. But if you go, yeah, here you go. So if you go here, you can see I really like Anvari Fox for countering Kark. Yasmin's great. Ching Mao. Phobos is great on Facebook mainly, not so much on mobile yet. Elmir's great, and Orion's also good. Satori is a little bit less good because Sebastian really just does not allow Satori to do great things. So on mobile, Satori's great, but not on Facebook or web. Facebook and web, Phobos is good. So this is kind of my list here. I would say if they have a chance, maybe check it out. Might be a little helpful. As a Kark user, I definitely hate to see these opponents. I have to plan very accordingly when that happens. But just some thoughts. I mean, obviously, I realize that not always everyone's going to be open to that, and not everyone's going to have these heroes. But these are just some heroes that might help when you have that Kark matchup. Okay, I also did want to talk about this because I know some people wanted me to go over it briefly here on stream. So obviously, I really like Aurora. I think she's a top hero. I think there was some debate on where Nebula stood, but I think Nebula's still an A tier. I mean, until we see what happens with this ascension and we see where Nebula's skills end up, we can't just automatically bump her up a tier just yet. I know people were complaining about Jorgen, but again, without a Sebastian, Jorgen is an S tier hero. And I think anyone should be using Jorgen in a matchup where Sebastian's not in play. I just think that it's a no-brainer. I know some people thought Daredevil was too high. I think Daredevil is a good damage dealer, and with the rework that Daredevil had, the damage over time is very impressive. Some people were complaining about Heidi being too low. Heidi is great offensive, no doubt about that. But there's no defense with Heidi. I mean, the amount of health is down, the amount of magic defense, the amount of physical defense is low on Heidi, as most damage dealers. But Heidi really just doesn't have as much either. So just some thoughts there. Let's see. Hey, Radon, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Always appreciate it. I know some people hate this Artemis C tier, but let's be real here. You've got heroes that can. So Artemis, what can Artemis do? Artemis is a damage dealer who really targets multiple attackers, right? Or multiple opponents. So who can do that? Let's see. We got Lars who can do that. We got Kark who can do that. Got Dante who can do that. Kira can do that. Orion can do that. Satori can do that. Daredevil can do that. Galahad can do that. Ching Mao can do that. Ginger can do that. I mean, you've got all these other heroes who are definitely better at damage per second than Artemis. How can you tell me that Artemis should be B plus tier and Ginger should be higher? I mean, these other heroes are just better at doing the exact same skill. So that's kind of my thought process in putting Artemis down here. She doesn't cut it in terms of damage for a damage dealer. She just does not. But yeah, so just a couple points there. If someone wants to talk more about this, I'm open to it. Definitely, if you have suggestions on where you think other heroes can go, I'm more than happy to talk about that as well. But I do think that this is the current way that I see a lot of these heroes. I mean, Fox, right? Very good hero, actually. I think Fox is borderline B plus, but not necessarily a great return on investment. Really, kind of Fox's best use is typically against Kark or repelling a hero. So a lot of weakness still in Fox's game, but I think I like Fox specifically against someone like Luther or Kark currently. Those are probably the two heroes I'd use Fox against, but I wouldn't use Fox against too many other players for sure. Hey Adib, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Max testing, I had great success with Aurora, Jet, Fox, Sebastian, Celeste against Kark meta. Yeah, I mean you will because Aurora is also very good against Kark. And I mean I think Sebastian's a staple. Should be on every single team for sure. Did you see the Hero Wars game put your tier list on their webpage? Yes, I did. Thank you for pointing that out, Tanya. I really did, and I appreciated that. I didn't even reach out to them, so I'm glad that they did. I'm very thankful to Hero Wars. I appreciate that. That's really cool. I thought it was pretty cool that they did that. So I'm definitely a fan. Thank you, Hero Wars. So yeah, there's that. What's the best tank at Hero Wars? So I think that's a very difficult question, but I guess if I had to give a couple, right? Because I don't think there's a right singular answer, but I think if we're looking for dodge, Aurora is the best bet. If you're looking for a hero to basically just do a tank role, I think Asteroth is your best bet. I think currently Corvus is is the best damage output hero currently in terms of nullifying critical hit users. So these three are really good. I do also like Luther when used with someone who's in the backline like Tristan. So these are probably four I like. And then the other one is if you're battling an only magic team, Rufus is phenomenal. So I would say those are probably your best bets. And then the other one is an off tank, so Anvari is really good against Kark specifically, but can be pretty good as well. So I personally like these three the most, Aurora, Asteroth, and Corvus, because I think that they are the most universal. I personally on mobile love Anvari, just because I hate Kark teams on mobile. But generally, I like these three the most. That's just kind of where I stand currently in the game. I like Aurora, Asteroth, and Corvus for most things. Galahad is great as well, but I usually like to use Galahad with another tank. So, like, personally, I just like these three the most, and I think that on their own they can stand very, very well. That's kind of my hot take. I like Ishmael as well, who's kind of a tank, but I like using him with another one of these guys. So that's kind of my hot take. I know there's kind of a lot there, but I think that that's kind of my thought process on it currently. Did it help you get more thumbs up or likes? Yes, Tanya, 100%. It really did and drove a lot more traffic to my channel, which I really liked, and it really helped. It really did. Speaking of upcoming events, the Gathering Storm Pet event is something that they're trying to do every 3 months now, right? Oh, Negro, I think it's very possible that that's the case. They didn't specify anything, but it does seem to have become a regular event. So now that you mention that, I think it's possible we have it in between Halloween and the Asgard Ascension event. So I think it's very possible. I don't think that there's a lot to be said there. Um, but yeah, does Kane's damage count against Corvus's altar? Let me look at Corvus's altar here. Um, let's take a look. I don't remember off the top of my head, so I'm going to look at this. Let's see. Altar of Souls. Corvus conjures an altar in the center of his team. Altar deals pure damage. Altar's health decreases when allies take damage. So yes, to answer your question, yes. So what happens is Kane deals damage to the heroes, and because the heroes take damage, that in turn damages the altar at the same time. So the altar stands, and if you hit the heroes that surround the altar, right? So the heroes themselves, that'll take down the altar's health. So yes, Kane's attacks will hit the heroes, which in turn hits the altar of souls, which damages the altar. So yes, 100%. Asteroth isn't S tier. He is at best A minus tier, weak against magic base teams. I agree that he's weak against magic base teams, especially against Celeste. But I think Morgan is a little bit less of a threat than Celeste. But I do have a counter video on Asteroth. So let's see, Asteroth Hero Wars. But here's the thing. I think just because, let's see. Yeah, wow. I just saw, here we go, countering Asteroth. I agree with you. There's no debate, in my opinion, about that. But I think that given if you put an Isaac with Asteroth, that easily negates that effect. But let's find this counter summary, which is here. So here I do have, I think that for the best ones, I like Celeste, Qingmao, Ju, Yasmin, Morgan, depending on the composition of the team, and then you have these physical damage dealers who deal area damage. I think it depends. Here's the thing. I like Asteroth. He's the only one who can revive a hero, which I think if his last word skill was weaker, I would say, yeah, you're right. Or if he had less skins, right? So you look at these skins. So magic attack and strength. Strength stat, right? Strength. Gives him more health. But I think that the big thing here is the skin. So we have one magic attack, two magic attacks. So great against physical attackers. I mean, sure, maybe he's weak against magic attackers, but I think every hero has a flaw to a certain extent. But I don't think that makes him any less of a S hero. I think if you put in Isaac, right, that easily almost counteracts any concern if you're using an all magic team, or if you put Rufus right next to him. Now your Rufus is really, really tough to take down. So I would say those are kind of my thoughts there. But yeah, we'll see. You think Corvus will get a skin this Halloween event? The problem is it only counts as one like when I hit the button. I appreciate that, oh, neighbor. It's a thought that counts. All right, let's see. So Corvus, you think will get a Halloween skin? I think that'd be cool. He does have a cool look, but it's very possible. He currently only has two skins. I don't see why he wouldn't. So you might be onto something. You might be onto something. I know they'll also give us some teasers, probably next after the event next week. They like to do teasers the week of, so we'll figure out what those new skins will be. They might even do a live stream. Actually, I'm going to go with they will probably do a live stream that week as well, and give us some hints on what is coming. So I'm looking forward to that. Definitely will be something cool. I like Corvus. I'll power him up a little bit here while we're talking. But yes, so I definitely think that there's a lot there. And I can understand why you might say Asteroth might not be S tier. I get that. I still currently have him in S tier, but I could see where he might be slipping a little bit, right? Galahad is S tier. Why is Martha up in the S tier? Galahad, in my opinion, is currently not S tier. He doesn't deal enough damage. He does have some very usable effects. And what we're talking about here is late in game PvP matchups, right? So we're talking about player versus player matchups. I think in campaign, Galahad is an S tier here already. But I don't think that that's the case in Arena, Grand Arena, or even in the Guild Wars, right? Currently, and the reason being that he doesn't deal enough damage. He has some decent armor, and he has some decent vampirism, but the damage output that you want from Galahad is lacking just enough that it doesn't allow for him to be an S tier hero in my current opinion, right? I mean, you're free to disagree, but that's kind of my thoughts right there, um, for sure. So it's kind of a counter. Yes, it is kind of a counter. I love Galahad, but but Galahad is at least B or B plus. Yeah. Here's the thing. I like Galahad a lot too. I just think that he doesn't deal enough damage. He deals a little more damage. I like him a lot more. Um, I mean, here's the thing. I wish Galahad was a little bit better. I like him a lot. I like the way he looks. I think he's a cool character. Um, Asteroth is really good with Aurora too, and I mean, I just think that Asteroth with any other annoying tank is super freaking annoying. So Asteroth with Aurora, Asteroth with Corvus, Asteroth with Rufus when you have a magical only team, like that stinks in my opinion, man. Don't want to be having to destroy Rufus twice. Bonjour, Reflexion. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. This will be your second Halloween event. Looking forward to the furnace battles. I am looking forward to those as well. Hopefully, you guys are saving up your coins. I know I'm trying to best I can for the shops. Just trying to hold on to them, not trying to get too much stuff. I mean, obviously, if I see an item I really, really want, I will buy it, but I'm trying to be conservative with my spending on my coins. Just trying to be smart about it. I do want to have the ability to buy all these every single day of that event. Here you can see I think I bought a the Book of Tales or something. Uh, so I forget exactly the name of it, but kind of ate a lot of my coins. But I needed to do it. I needed that item. Um, so yeah, had to do it. We're just checking to see if there's anything else that's cool. I think we're good for now. All right, so there's that. Elemental Synergy. So this is the event we have going on right now, and it's a good event. My only problem with it is the timing of it. Right, we have Halloween coming up, and I really don't want to open any other things that I don't need to. You can see here I haven't done too much during this event. Really just trying to get the minimum and just kind of hold on to my stuff. The big thing here is I'm trying to hold on to all of my chests, right? So I have a bunch of these 50 ones and these 100 ones. I also have all of my Honorable Guardian boxes. These are great because they do have Hero of the Month Soul Stones in them occasionally. So I always hold on to these. These are really, really valuable. In other spots, I'm trying to think. I'm just holding on to everything at this point, really trying to limit my expenditures on that. And the reason being that, why not? Preparing for Halloween, we're saving our energy up in here as well. As I just mentioned, I grabbed this 500 energy. No intention of using it during this event. but I will be using it during Halloween. You just need to prep. I'm also going to probably open this chest now since why not, right? 1 soul stone. It's all right. We'll take it. 1 soul stone's better than 0. Daily quests. Let's see. Emerald exchange 1 time. Sure. Okay. We will play along. Yeah. How is Kark S tier? Yeah, I think that's a fair question. He normally isn't, and I get that. I think there's some debate on this, and I understand it. I think Kark is an S tier hero because he has the ability to completely lopside matchups very, very quickly. I think the other thing too was something changed. Let me see. I think it was the patronage. There was something with patronage here that changed that allowed Kark to be slightly more effective than he was prior, which was weird, but it did actually impact the matchups. Um, was it Biscuit? And his ability to kind of be patron with someone else. Let's see. I think there was something in patronage that allowed Kark to really just kind of shine and be S tier rank. So I don't remember exactly off the top of my head what happened, but basically he's an A tier hero that had a buff through a pet that allowed him to deal more damage. And when you pair that up correctly, I was seeing some massive results. I don't remember off the top of my head. It might be a maxed out um, Fenris, but I do remember that was the case, and that it made a difference, really did. But I hear what you're saying. He was not S tier before. I agree. Um, but I also think that on mobile, and granted I didn't intentionally make this to be mobile and universal, but um, on mobile he is S tier. I will say that. Let me qualify it with that as well. 40k coins being so stingy makes me laugh. I got 1500. Yeah, I mean, it's just I really want specific items, and if I can't find the items I want, I don't want to get them. But yeah, I get it. I get it. Let's see. The battles for the candy is super easy too. You can solo fights and get really far. Yes, 100%. And we'll see if they change that, Oh Negro, but I don't think they will. But there's some very good rewards that came through that for sure. I definitely agree. Definitely agree. Hi, Bass. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. I'm going to open 10 of these pet eggs just because I want to. Just finished Adventure 10, 4 chests for the first time. Raid is coming. Congrats. That's awesome. I love raiding these things. I'm glad that they finally put that in because it was a pain in my side not being able to do that before. So I'm happy that they implemented it. It was about time for sure. Um, well, here's what I'm going to say about that. If they say that on mobile, they are wrong because they are using him incorrectly. I see so many people on mobile not using heroes correctly. It is crazy. I saw someone using. Oh my goodness, I got to show you this, guys. But there were some teams that I was seeing on mobile using Kark as a tank, and they're battling Anvari teams. Like, what? What? In what world are you going to use Kark against an Anvari and have Kark be your tank? Like, please explain this to me. Please explain this to me. Why? Why would you do that? So I don't get that. The other thing too is, um, I've seen. I mean, obviously you have Asteroth and Kark, but then I've seen some weird like. What were the teams I saw? I saw someone using something like this with Martha, and I think they used Nebula. Now, look at this team. It's unbalanced. You have a combination of magic attackers and physical attackers. Granted, yes, they're all good heroes, but this team is not balanced at all. There's not good synergy. And what happens when the opponent has Jorgen in your team? Your team's going to lose. And especially going up against an Anvari team. I see so many Kark users in mobile go against Anvari teams, and I don't understand that at all. Like, it makes no sense. And to be fair, yeah, no, Sebastian can't save him, but that's fine. I think the bigger issue is the matchups that I'm seeing on mobile are a lot of them are using heroes incorrectly. So I mean, I understand a lot of people on mobile might say, you know, different heroes suck. A lot of people think Yasmin sucks, and they don't use Yasmin. Um, and people were complaining about the twins and saying the twins were not S tier. My team is about 100K under everyone else, and I regularly rank in the top 20, 30 on my server. And I'm free to play. Everyone else is spending money, but I can let's see. I'll pull up my game right now. I think like 2 days ago I ranked ninth, and then I didn't play one day, and then I got moved down a little bit. So yeah, so I ranked 37th today. Actually, I ranked 29th. I got bumped down after my reward time, which is fine. Um, and I have a entire slew of defense succeeded. But yeah, I think the bottom line is a lot of players on mobile are not correctly using their heroes. Unfortunately, I think that's the case. I think a lot of the Facebook and web users have a lot better of an understanding when it comes to synergy and connecting teams. I see a lot of mistakes on mobile. Hey, Papa Charlie, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Really appreciate it. Um, I fought in Adventure 9 for the first time. That's an interesting one. Adventure 9 and 10 is where things get a little bit interesting. I really like my favorite one is definitely a little bit. Let's see. My favorite adventure is not that's not an adventure. Sanctuary Adventures is 11. 11's got to be my favorite, but 10 is the hardest one. So this is the hardest one. The reason being you need to be perfect. Like no one can make a mistake. You need to get the boss in like one hit or something like that. So this is a tough one, but once you get past this one, just do the 120. 110 is super annoying, I will say. So do your best with that. Do your best with that as you can. Um, there's no way that would be even possible. I don't know quite what you're talking about now, but I'm assuming you're probably talking about the matchups. But yeah, I've been seeing a lot of a lot of very flawed mobile teams. Um, you know, hey, whatever it is, what it is. They don't really study the game too much. They just throw a lot of money in it, and you know, some of them are really good. Some of them are good. Other players, I just see some people have max everything, and then they're using the wrong heroes. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is, Wally. I mean, I hate to see that, but you know, I, they think they know what they're doing. They think they know what they're doing. As long as Dante is S tier, I have no problem with the card being an S tier. Hey, yeah, Dante's a threat, man. Dante's super dangerous. Some people really want Kira to be S tier. She's not. She's too soft. And sure, her ults take too long to go off. Unfortunately, right now, she's not S tier. Um, she's close, but she's not there. Let's see. You play Adventure 13 in this count? I do. I mean, we've cleared all of them, I think, at some point or another. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we beat all of them. So, I mean, I think I have instant clear on this one, but I could be wrong. Let's see. I think the best way to. I know I have the frame for the other one, but I don't. Right, because there's a frame. Oh, okay. So I've only beaten the boss 11 times. So we need to beat it 4 more times to get the frame. Probably could have just done it before, but I've been. I like the 12 one. I think it's easier. But anyway, all right. Let's claim this. Yes, I do play Adventure 13 on this account. Adventure 10 can really upset teammates. Be patient. Yeah, that one's just kind of an annoying one. I would say do your best with it, but it definitely is one that just takes time for sure. Hey Kim, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the stream. No worries. Appreciate you coming here. DC Fandom 2021. For sure, for sure. A lot of good stuff coming out in DC for sure. Let's see. All right. Also, we're doing this. We got this going on. Also, I don't know if you guys heard already, but I did end up watching Venom. Let There Be Carnage the other night. I thought it was pretty good. I was a fan. Um, one of my roommates is a big fan on Spider Man. He really likes the older one. I'm blanking his name right now, but I think it's like Jerry. Jerry, maybe? Jerry Maguire? I don't know his name, but one of the Spider-Mans, he really likes him. So it was interesting because at the end of Venom, he was in it. So kind of a big deal there. 11 out of 15 on Adventure 13. Yep. I haven't been doing Adventure 13 lately on this account because I've just been busy with a lot of stuff going on. But we're hanging in there. We're hanging in there. Eventually, we'll get back to it. It's just midterms are currently coming up as well, so the next week and a half will be a little busy. Also, we're going to upgrade our Aurora here. She is getting there on this account. Let's see, where is my Aurora? I need to use some energy. Ooh, one more of these items, we can get it, hopefully. We got it. Okay, so we got that item for Aurora. We can summon the Oracle Sensor. Now we just have the Evil Genius Curious, that item. So we're working on that. I'm just gonna buy it from the Harunian Helm. They have some tongue twister names for sure. Let's just do that. That'll be one of them complete. I need to do another one anyway. One of two. Oh gosh, I don't want to do that recipe button again. Looking at that, that seems like a nightmare. We'll come back later to help Aurora out. But there's that. We're working through this. Okay. Also, I know I needed to send out a reward. I believe it was to Karsten. Let's see. YouTube. I think she sent me a comment through YouTube. Because I know she won. So she won on web last week. She wants the eggs, keys, and summoning spheres. So I'll be sending that to her later today. I'm going to just make a note. Eggs, keys, and summoning spheres for Karsten. And I'm going to click on that because that'll probably have her ID as well. 12031346. Okay, so we'll get her those rewards on the stream. I can close that. Let's see. Yeah, so basically I'm not going to go in too hard on this particular event, but let's see. Maybe I can also, let's open these 26. I only have 26. We'll open them, see if I can upgrade any of these items or get closer to upgrading one of them. Well, that'd be cool. What do I think between Dante or Ching Mao? I think Dante's a little bit better, but I like Ching Mao a lot. So it's a tough call, Reflexion. I just think Dante, because he's a little bit further back in line, can last a little bit longer. But I think damage wise, Dante's a little bit better. But Ching Mao has some very, very strong potential. And if Ching Mao gets the right ascension, Ching Mao could move up significantly. Oh, I apologize. I apologize, Incognito. Sorry about that. Is there an event by Christmas for artifact chests? I thought I saw a vid about it after Christmas. I'm saving just in case. Artifact chests. Are you talking about keys? If so, I believe there is one event where you need like 100 keys. So if you have 100, you're good. But if you have more than that, then I would say you can spend some of them. You don't have to hold on to all of them. I can also double check, but I think there was one event that did actually involve the usage of keys. I'm not sure how many, but I remember there being that event for sure. Oh, 150 chests? Yeah, that might be right. It might be 150. For some reason, I thought it was 100. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, no, a lot going on there. All right, so let's see. We're going to also start this adventure here. We're going to be good with that. Outland, we might as well open the Outland chests because they're free. Why wouldn't we open them? Plus, we're collecting more of these skin stones as we can get them. Absolutely. More skins, why not? There's that. We got this going. Let's see. Let's take a look at our Titans real quick, just the artifacts, because I still have a couple I need to finish. Let's see. So we got 3 more Titans that we're working on. We're working on Nova currently. Evolution's quite behind on this Sigur's Maelstrom fragments. So we'll get 575. That's a good amount. But we're super far away, like almost I'm going to round down significantly, but 6,000 away almost. I guess it's like 5,359, right? Math. So a long ways to go, but we're working on it. We got that. We got Mary still, and then we have Ignis as well. So those three, and then we should be able to attempt to beat the Lords. I'm really looking forward to going for that. Um, but we'll see what we can do. I'm just trying to get as many fragments as I can, trade them all into the merchant. It's a slow process, but we're getting close. And after that, I can focus on pets and heroes, which I've been waiting to do. I've been chomping at the bit for sure. Can't wait. Plus, I also want to take out the Outland. There's so many things I want to do, but it just takes some time. Some patience is needed. Winter Tale open 200. Okay, so 200 is the number. I knew it was a lot. It was at least 100. So saving 200 might be the move because Dr. Barbadelli is probably correctly telling us about Winter Tale opening 200 artifact chests. That makes sense. I would definitely save up for that then because 200 is a good amount for sure. So yeah, there you go. Will I defeat them on stream? Eventually, that is my goal. For sure, I will try to defeat them on stream. I'm just trying to build them up eventually, but right now I'm still trying to finish up building some other heroes as well. So the heroes that I need to build up still are going to be Satori for the bosses, and the other one is going to be Ashton Lucas. So it's going to take a little bit of time, but I will eventually get to those heroes. Currently, I want to try to get to the Lords. The Lords, I will probably eventually get them on stream, but I think with what is it? The thing with the Lords is it's Monday through Friday, so I'll have to pick a actual weekday to do a stream, which could be interesting. I could definitely probably consider doing that. So we could probably do one eventually. I don't know when that would be yet, and I'd have to obviously get my Titans to absolute first. We're getting close. We are getting very, very close. And I'm excited. I'm very excited about it. Let's see, so we got those from the Outland chest openings. Let's see, 26 more. I feel like we didn't even open them. There we go. 14, 6, 2, 4, and we're done. Okay, so now fragments going down the bottom. The earth ones can be sold. Any earth things can be sold. Those will be, these seals need to be sold because they don't automatically sell them for you. So I have to do that myself. There we go. Let's see if we can get a couple more of those Siggers throwing things. Well, it's really Nova's throwing things, but yeah. I went to see the movie Venom on Tuesday. It was awesome. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one who saw it. It's definitely a good movie. I like it. I like it a lot. I play card team with variations, but card teams are not S tier anymore. Also have a strong Sebastian Celeste. Maybe want to do more with him, probably with my week. I think Kark's pretty good. I will say he's not as dominant as he once was. That's fair. But I still think he's definitely a top attacker. But, you know, to each their own. That's fair. But I do think that he is kind of falling a little bit behind. I'll give him that. Give him that. You're saving up emeralds for Halloween. About 1,000. Very nice. I would say if you're going to spend them, yeah, as was said here, maybe at the altar of elements, right? You can't go wrong doing that. I would also maybe, if you don't want to spend them there yet, you could always just save them and hold on to them. It's tough, but you could. I'm not saying you have to spend them. No, you could. But I do think that if you're going to spend them, the altar of the elements is the way to go. It just has the, these totem fragments make a huge difference in Guild Wars. I will say. Carnage kicks butt. Yeah, he does. He does. Yep, Titan Artifact Spheres is what he means there for sure. Let's see. So we got that. And then now I'm going to hop over to mobile. I'm going to get the reward to Karsten. And I do want to make sure that everyone is aware, right? I mean, I think most people are already aware, but what I did was I deleted contest entry completely just so there's no confusion. And I think I'm going to do that from now on. And I mentioned that the new contest for Sundays starting next week. So we're not going to have any polls this week, but next week, same with Facebook, right? And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to completely delete the contest entries, every single new entry. So then you don't have to worry about, oh, is this a new one? Is it an old one? Everything's gonna be clear, so you'll know it's a brand new session. Um, but yeah, so the Sunday links are good to go here. Saturday I'll be making those videos, hopefully right after this, and posting them. They're gonna be Hero Wars. Well, they're gonna be YouTube Shorts, so it's gonna be less than a minute, and I'll just kind of explain the rules real quick. Hopefully it'll go smooth. So that's just kind of how things are going to run with this. I do need to eventually update the contest winners. I am very behind on doing this. I should probably do that. And I'm not sure what's going on with this. I'll have to relook at this. But I did kind of, yeah. We'll get through it. We'll get through it. I'll update these lists. It's been a little bit busy in in life, but we'll get there. Just wanted to mention that on the side. Okay, let's go to the web version, Hero Wars web. Also, I did see someone saying that Hero Wars web rewards could be sent from Facebook. That is false. Don't believe that. That's not true. Which is also why I had to create a web account, right? But it's fun. It's all good. Awesome. Thank you, Tanya. Always appreciate your insights. In web, I don't think that Envari is even a good counter, as that counter seems to be effective only with a blender or needs another counter hero to win. Well, I think it depends. I think if your hero's maxed out, then should be okay if both heroes are maxed out. But I think the problem is going to be that a lot of players aren't going to have a maxed out Envari just yet to face up against a maxed out Kark. I think Kark is easier to get maxed out than Envari is, honestly. I think some of Envari's items are a little bit harder to farm. Let's see. So we're going to do this. Originally, I was actually going to really focus this event for this account. And I was going to spend all my emeralds here, but I decided not to. So we'll see. I may change my mind. But, originally I was going to go hard during this artifact event because my Titans here are very, very new. So I was going to do that, but I changed my mind. Let's see. Let's enchant a glyph before the new day starts. We'll go with Dante's agility. And I need to send this reward to Karsten. So let's do that. Let's do that. Inventory, consumable. She wanted the egg keys and summoning sphere. So let's send that to Karsten. Let's see. So 120313446. Karsten, hopefully that's her. It should be. And if not, we'll know later. But there we go. So I'm going to just message Karsten here on YouTube. Congrats. Reward has been sent to your mail. Please check to make sure. Thanks. All right, there we go. So we got that going. We're just going to start up the airship here. Do we, for web, enter the ID again? I entered months ago. Yeah, so you want to do it every month. Definitely do. The reason is just like I want to make sure that, so the reason I want you to do it every month is one, I don't want to give rewards to players who are inactive, and I want those who are keeping up with everything to have a good chance, right? So I think by redoing contest entry every month, not only does it kind of refresh the opportunities, right, but it also gives players a better chance. Like if you had like 100 IDs and they were like really old ones, do you really want me to be giving rewards to players who are no longer playing? I mean, granted, yeah, I would eventually kind of give those back. I'd be like, okay, well, they never responded to me, so they must not be playing anymore. But right then we don't have to worry about it and wait another week. So next week we'll have 2 winners. The weeks after we'll have 1. But yeah, so that's kind of the thought process there. So every week we do like to update, or every month, right? Every contest entry we like to update these. So what I'm going to do is every month I'm going to delete them entirely, and then I'm going to put in a new contest and a little message here just kind of saying like, oh, we have a new contest, and there'll be no names, no IDs here. So that just means you can put your ID on there. And we're doing one ID account per contest. So you can do one for web and one for Facebook, but not 2 accounts on each, right? So we're just trying to limit it so everyone's fair. Everyone gets the same one slice of the pie. Do you get Honorable Guardian box at level 130? Yes, you do. And those are very cool because they have a lot of various items. They have coins in them, right? So they have different coins in them. They sometimes have arena coins, grand arena coins. They also occasionally have the Hero of the Month in Soulstone. So the Hero of the Month this month is obviously Helios. So sometimes when you open those Guardian boxes, I don't recommend you do them now because we still have Halloween coming up where you can get Soul Stones, but there are some Soul Stones in those Guardian boxes, and it's going to be the Hero of the Month. So it's going to be Helios Soul Stones potential. It is going to be Helios Soul Stones if you open them during this month. So yes, you do get them at level 130 for sure. Yep. Bask, keep entering every single month. Yeah, absolutely you should. And here you can see I'm holding on to this energy from this quest, and the reason being that I want that for Halloween. So there we go. We got that going. We are currently at level 81, pretty far off from 82, but let's see if we can get a little bit more here. Call it good. Maybe I can even fight someone. Let's see. Ooh, we have some really tough opponents. I'm actually surprised I'm holding this rank, but we can take out this honey badger here. I think. Yeah, sometimes there is some big energy in there as well. Sometimes some 250 energy for sure. Let's see. I think these guys were low level, so we beat them. Nice. That might be my highest ranking ever. Did we ever get that high? Oh, 1208? Okay, maybe we've gotten a little higher occasionally. Oh, let's see. Oh, no chance there. But anyway, not bad. We like winning occasionally. It's never a bad thing to win, right? There's that. We got 1 Dante Soulstone. We'll definitely take it. Daily quests, EXP. Love that. We gotta do our daily dungeon collection, of course. We also need our summoning spheres on this account. I need all the summoning spheres I can get. So there's that. Let's see. Circle of Summoning with 29. I'm going to open 10. And just hold there. Let's see. We got Hyperion. Awesome. Love that. Meet him. So yeah, definitely love to see that. And as you can see here, my Titans are very, very young still. It's okay. They're growing. They need to eat some more Wheaties, but that's okay. There we go. We got that. Okay. Titan Valley. Did I get any more? Oh, we got 2 more certificates. Nice. Nice. Okay. Cool. And yeah, all right. So we're getting there. We're getting better with our Titans. Special events, elemental synergy, crystal depths, faithful guardians, otherworldly summons. Could do that, but we're okay for now. We're just gonna go ahead and let's see. What can we do? We can do. I'm gonna just open these demonic flame ones because I want to see if I can get any items. We got 1 more. All right. Ooh, we got a avatar. Cool. All right. So with that, guys, I probably will be wrapping up the stream here pretty shortly. But do expect that I will be having those short videos. Basically what I'm planning on doing is kind of just doing a real quick video of my face and kind of then just kind of writing on the board there what the requirements are, making it real short and sweet, then having people put their IDs and comments, sub and liking on to that video as well. So that's kind of the plan right now for those videos, and it'll just be like a minute long, so a little less than a minute, and that's the Hero War Shorts. So we'll see what's going on. I'm going to try it out. I know it's a new thing, so we're just going to test it, try it out and see how things go. Have a good one, guys, and I will be seeing you guys next week. And tomorrow I am doing a live stream as well, so hopefully we can hang out for a little bit there as well. But thank you guys so much, and I look forward to seeing you guys all in Dominion either tomorrow or next week. All right, guys, look for those videos, and I'll see you guys later.